My name is Brenda Spina, and I'm the owner and the director of the Center for Family Healing located in Menasha, Wisconsin. And this is your healing moment. I want to talk to you today about rambling resentments. And these are the kinds of thoughts and feelings that come up. Sometimes it feels like it comes up out of nowhere, but other times we're very aware that those resentments are there because either the hurt is fresh or it keeps becoming triggered. And actually what a resentment is it's a bitter indignation of recurring events that happens over and over again that exist within our being. And it's one of the things that keeps us in a place where we are being robbed of the very life that we want to have. And what I want to talk to you about today are some ways that you can very thoughtfully work through each resentment. But it takes a lot of courage, and it isn't always coming easy. But when we do this, the fear that is created within us about our future begins to dissipate. And that's exactly what resentments do when they're nurtured. It keeps us in a state of constantly having to defend ourselves and being afraid to look at the pain and the hurt and all the things that rob us of energy, of just enjoying the present day. And in the end result, it erodes our hope. And that's not a life that I want to live. And I don't think it's a life that you want to live either. So let's take a look at a few things that we can do. And much of this has been taken from the 12-step process of healing and recovery. The first thing is stop ignoring the resentments or acting like they don't exist, because they come through. Even when we're not aware of it, they come through in how we say something, the tone of our voice, and in other ways, we do know they exist. But let's address the fact that they are a part of our thoughts, our emotions, and our spirits. Once we do that, we're breaking through the denial and the defenses that keep us rooted in facing life in a much more defensive manner. And we have a lot more hope. Secondly, what I want you to begin to do, and this will take time, seriously take some time to write down, as much as you can remember anyway, every person who has hurt you or offended you, that you're hanging on to that pain in some way. Write it down. Write down the specifics of how they hurt you, who said what to whom. And this might sound so easy and logical, but it's very difficult to do because you're going to feel the feelings all over again. And if you need to take time to do it in small sections of time, maybe 20 minutes is all you can do, then do that. But give yourself privacy, a time when you're not going to be disturbed. And then after you've done that part, I want you to write down how you contributed to the circumstances, to the conversation, to the situation in which you felt treated so unfairly. I keep saying, I want you to. As a therapist, of course I want you to, but for the sake of your own healing process, do that. It will help you see patterns of behavior that you can be freed from and healed of. The next step would be to find a trusted friend that you could go to and begin to go over each of these with them, simply as a way of making sure that you're honest and that things are accurate and you're saying all of these things out loud for the first time. especially if you've tried to keep them secret. It's hard to do, but make sure you choose someone that you really trust. Next, I want you to consider writing down the areas of your life that have been affected by that particular set of circumstances and how it's affected you. It's important to be able to be specific, because as the healing comes, then you can see how you're being set free. And then last but not least, consider going to that person and making amends for them, to them. It would sound something like this. I want to apologize to you for the resentment that I have harbored towards you in this particular set of circumstances. My part in it was this, this, and this. And my hope is that you can forgive me. It can be short and sweet. It doesn't have to be long, or you don't have to get into a big, long discussion with the person. It's just a way of you owning your part, apologizing for it, and then moving on. All of this is such hard emotional work that it's best to keep it concise. Whether you write a letter or happen to run into that person face to face, or you purposefully call them or set up a time to meet with them. No matter the process, you are doing this for you and to set yourself free, that you can become all that you have been intended to be. After that, enjoy the freedom that you are going to begin feeling flooding through you. It's a kind of peace that I can't describe. I watch it happen to people. I've been there. There is so much more freedom in life to be experienced. And this is one small way that you can help yourself move in that direction. This has been your healing moment.